Hello, my lovely souls. Lizzie the Lightworker here, and today we're going to focus on Sagittarius season money and career reading. So, for all of us and for Sagittarius, we're going to talk about possibly what needs changing, what needs improvement, what's sort of going on, like a general idea here, some advice, possibly some ideas for expansion, things you can do with your money, things you can do with your job, and some future encouragement or some outcomes. So what we're going to do is we've got 4 decks here. I've got After Tarot, I've got regular tarot, I've got Angel cards, and Psychic Tarot for the Heart. And we're going to just focus on the first part of this as to what needs changing. So something within work or money that could be improved or changed, or something different or a different approach, and just a general idea of what's going on. So let's just get a general idea of what could be going on in Sagittarius energy in the season for Sagittarius and all for the rest of us as well. Okay, so, all right, so we've got the 8 of Wands. So what the 8 of Wands is telling me, I would think that in your work life or in your money life, in your career, I'm going to talk about work first. So in your work life, there's some really rapid things happening, like fast energy, fast ideas, something that could be manifesting rather quickly. Whether it's, a program that you work in, or maybe there's some new hiring going on and there's some new people coming in quickly. There might be some training that's going on. There might be some communication things here, like emails that you're having to respond to, maybe some billing things that you have to do. Maybe you're responding to, requests. That sort of thing. I would think that you were really super, super busy right now. A lot is going on, maybe because the holiday is coming up. There's a lot of loose ends that are going to be needing to be tied up before the end of the year. So work could be really hectic right now. With your money, you might be going a little crazy with your spending, or there may be some things that you don't want to miss buying, like possibly for Christmas. I mean, in the holidays, we're going into the holiday season, so a lot of gift buying, a lot of running up of the credit cards and buying online and things of that nature. So that's just an idea of some rapid, very quick things going on. If you're looking for a job or you're unemployed, this is an indicator that you're putting things out there. You're trying to bang stuff out quick. You may be getting responses quickly as well. So that's a positive card for that. Okay. And in that aspect, there is some things, I would say, if this has to do with career, with the 6 of Cups, there's some thinking about the past going on. You might be remembering, like, when you first got hired, maybe things don't feel quite that way anymore. You might feel like, you're sort of missing your former self here, like with regards to what your current position is. You might be feeling like a little nostalgic for your old self. The job might be wearing you down a bit. It might be making you feel like, you just wish you were like younger again, when you didn't have worries and you didn't have responsibilities, and, you could just not worry about anything major, like huge bills or anything like that. If you're looking for work, I'm going to say that this is another positive card. To me, this could be sort of you running into someone from the past, maybe somebody that you previously worked with and they went on to work a different job, or maybe even a whole new career altogether. They could be talking to you about maybe transitioning into a place where they work, or a position that's open where they work. Also, you could be thinking about something that you wanted to do when you were younger, maybe a career that you thought you would have been really well suited for, and then whatever happened, something, drew you away from that, or you got distracted, or you had to take another job just because of money. There might be some, maybe a little bit regret there that you didn't follow through with what you really wanted to do at the time. Like say you wanted to be a nurse and you just didn't have the money to go to school, or you had to take another job, like I said, for financial reasons, and you always thought about this one career, this one job that you knew you'd be really great for. Well, that's what that's telling you. So that could be something for you to do to explore that and, you know, take a chance possibly, because in Sagittarius season energy, it is about taking risks and chances. When it comes to spending money, because this card has like energy, sort of childlike, this is like children. It could be that, you know, maybe you're spending a little bit more money on some children, maybe it's children that you know in your life or your own children. And, you know, you want them to have a lot. You want them to be secure and have nice things. Okay, so we'll get into some advice here. So I would say this is just the general picture of what could be going on right now, and some advice. So moving forward, this is going to be after tarot now. So some advice, when we see the 10 of Wands in the after tarot, it's not like the typical tarot. It has a lot of the same messages. I'm just going to shut this light off, guys. It has a lot of the same messages, but really what we're seeing here is somebody who is really overburdened and overworked. They have a lot of responsibilities, not just at their job, but at home. They have a lot of things that they're responsible for in their life. This could be a good indicator to get rid of some things that you don't really need. It could be like a gym membership if you're not using it. It could be like a credit card that you don't really use a lot. Things like that. But it also has to do with taking a break and really getting some rest and sort of like reevaluating your whole situation. It is okay to be overwhelmed. This is definitely a card of overwhelm. So it's really like thinking about all the burdens and all the responsibilities, and they're kind of just piling up, and you have this sort of energy to you about wanting to just kind of give up. It's like when you're trying to carry a million things and you know they're slipping and they're falling, and you just kind of throw them down in frustration and aggravation, and you sit down and you look at the picture, the bigger picture, and you're like, how am I going to do this? What's going to happen? This is also a card that indicates you need to just push through that. So yes, it's a lot, and yes, there's a million things going on, and a lot of things are troubling and burdening, and it's backbreaking kind of stuff that you're dealing with. But it's telling you it's okay to take a breath. It's okay to be frustrated. Just sort of try to pick up as you can, and push through this little last bit, because this is a finalization kind of thing. So with the 10, it means, your struggles are almost over. There's just a little bit more to go. Okay, so moving forward, we can say, what can you do to expand your horizons? Like, what can you do, what in a way, an expansion way, is going to change your career or your money or your current position, or you're looking for work. So an expansion would be to maintain and continue effort. So dedicated effort means that you have to put in as much as you want to receive. So if you're really, let's just say you're really like tired of this job and you don't want it anymore, you have to put that effort in. So whether it's, like I said, you're putting out your feelers and your resumes and your networking, continue to do that. If it is going back into the past and trying to connect with somebody that has a career somewhere else, that they're happy, you just ask, is there any openings at this place? Is there anything that you think I'd be good for? Can I give you my resume? Can you hold on to it? And if something comes up, let me know. And don't feel disgusted and don't feel discouraged, because with dedicated effort, it does mean that you prove to yourself what you can do. You prove to yourself by kind of like the little engine that could, and you're trudging and trudging and trudging along. And when you think that you've hit a wall somewhere and you're just feeling like, oh, I just can't do this anymore, you pull out that little 10% and you push. That's when you get responses. That's when the universe notices. It's like the law of attraction. So if you keep attracting positive energy to yourself and you keep putting in that work, the universe will notice. I promise you this. It will notice your efforts, and you will be rewarded for it and noticed for it, for what you're putting in. And then you know, you're mastering. This is what this is all about, mastering. So you are mastering your gifts, mastering your talents, all the maybe self-doubt or negative talk about yourself. Like, you know, when I said in this card, you're just sitting like so disgusted and you just throw everything down. You're like, oh my God, I don't want to go on anymore. This is so hard. When you push through, when you say something is so hard, and, you know, there's an old saying like, try harder. That's where this comes in, and that's where you master, because you become the master of yourself and your own energy. So this has to do with what you spend your energy on, and spending your energy in the right way that's going to help you develop, and it's going to help you grow. And when it comes to money, it's the same sort of thing. You know, we all should save our money. We all don't know what the future is going to hold. I say this a lot. I know it sounds repetitive, but we don't know. So if you start to just put a little bit money away, and you don't spend so crazily, and you know, you really think about your future, or if you have children, you start thinking about your children's futures. It could be as little as $10. You stash it away. That has to do with control, and you know, mastering your control of what you're doing, and not fall into temptations, and not you know, like indulge too much, and you just save, and it's a good thing to do. So what can we do? What can we say, or want to think for the future, for future encouragement for us to do what we need to do? So far, if you're looking for work, keep putting out feelers, talk to people, get opinions, you know, network as much as you possibly can. Think about the past a little bit. What was in the past that was good? Maybe, like I said, you'll run into somebody that you used to work with, or you're going to contact someone. Don't get discouraged. Keep that dedicated effort going, and eventually you'll master what you need to master. Also, your skill set. It's like you're very, very you know, desirable. You have to believe that you have had a long career, long working life, and that you're very desirable. And, you know, in your current position, I would say, same thing. If you're at a standstill here, or like a stalemate here, and you're really that disgusted and you really feel like you need to move on, that is possible. Very, very possible. That's a yes. If you feel like you want to stay and continue to go through what you need to go through at this place that you're working, or in this position or this career, same thing. It could work. Just the dedicated effort. You need to keep pushing yourself and not let one little thing, or I mean, even something as a promotion, like you get denied a promotion or something like that. Don't let that discourage you, because all your hard work in the past, you know, has led you to this. So that's another option. There's always two roads to go here. So I'm just going to pull future encouragement. So now future encouragement is going to be just breathe. Breathe through everything and anything. This is like an indicator, like I said before. When you're in your darkest moments, and you're really in your most frustrated, most disgusted like state, and you just are just so tired and so overburdened, and you know you have these good qualities, but you're not sure what to do, you know, it's just take the time, meditate on it, relax with it, think about it, sleep on it. See how you wake up the next day, and what you feel and what you think. And, you know, don't discount your gut or what your feelings are telling you to do. Always follow your instincts in your gut. All right, guys? So that's going to do it for today for the Sagittarius money and career spread. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned because I'll be doing some more. Love and light. Lizzie the Lightworker.